This is Tea Time with a Medium, a podcast about wellness, healing, and communicating with the afterlife. Brought to you by Angeline Young, broadcasting positive and upbeat insights on life after life. Hello, gentle listeners, and welcome to Tea Time with the Medium. I'm your host, Angeline Young, evidential medium and creator of the Connected Guidance System, a system for healing after loss. I help career professionals who have lost a beloved mentor or loved one to move forward with their loved one's guidance. If you'd like to book a reading, visit us at angelineyoung.com to receive comfort, closure, and guidance from your loved one in spirit. In today's show, I'm going to talk about when your loved ones in spirit come through with future predictions in a mediumship reading. It's not what you think, so please listen through to the end. First, I'm going to clarify the purpose of mediumship. Then I'll talk about the kinds of questions that people usually ask in a mediumship reading with me. They'll ask direct questions for predictions, or they'll ask for advice about a future event. I'll give examples of questions that I get, so what examples are okay and what examples aren't allowed. Then I'll give concrete examples of predictions that I've delivered in mediumship readings that have come true for the sitter. The sitter, by the way, is the person that comes for the mediumship reading to connect with their deceased loved ones on the other side. So while the primary purpose of mediumship readings is to offer comfort, closure, and guidance for those who've lost someone, mediumship can also produce prescient information on future events. Some mediums can test this, although I have had this happen on occasion. I say on occasion because I firmly believe that it's up to spirit. What comes through in a mediumship reading is up to spirit. If spirit feels that they need to talk about future events, then they absolutely will. And I'm prepared to serve their divine will and deliver that information to you. However, I share this tentatively because not all mediums believe future predictions in mediumship readings are possible. And more importantly, most mediums don't believe that predictions are very important. And that's me included. But if it does come through, I promise I do bring it in. This is because the priority for a medium is to serve spirit. Not your need to get lottery numbers or find out where the money is hidden or is your spouse cheating on you. So those are questions that I do not allow because they do not serve your highest purpose. I cannot help you when you're in a space of personal gain. Spirit has me deliver the information that's most pertinent to your personal and spiritual development in that session, in that moment, because Spirit meets you where you are in your development. You are always developing, so Spirit's guidance will always change according to the work that you've been doing and the changes that you've made in your life, or the things that have happened to change your life in between readings. No two sessions are identical. Even if you come multiple times, the guidance is always different because you're always different. We're growing every moment. So I've talked about the purpose of mediumship. I've talked about the kinds of questions that are not allowed. So now I'll talk about the questions that are okay to ask. These are actual examples of questions that I've been able to deliver answers. Is it okay to sell the car to Jason? Will I ever be in a love relationship again? What advice do you have for the pond? Now, I preface what I'm about to say with this. Usually, at the end of the reading, I'll invite questions such as these. And usually what I've found is that Spirit already knows what you want to ask and they've already answered it in the reading. So that's super fun, super cool, and just what happens. There is a whole system over there and they see all, know all, and they know what you need to hear before you come. So let me give a couple of examples. In the first example, is it okay to sell the car to Jason? So Spirit suggested that the sitter, that's the person that came to the reading, that the sitter sell the car to Jason, that it would be a waste for it to sit in the garage, that the engine needed replacement, and that he could not get the car for free. Absolutely not. Something about the car I also knew was very special because Spirit had said, gosh, it'd be such a shame for it just to sit in the garage. So it turned out Jason had already been by to see the car, and when he put the key in the ignition, it wouldn't start because the battery needed to be replaced. Since he's a good friend, he would have to buy the car at a fair price, and this the sitter confirmed. She would not give it away for free, and guess what? It's a classic car. Hence, it'd be a shame for it to sit in the garage. Spirit also said, please say hi to his wife, Claudia. Now I'm going to give you 2 examples of predictions that I've delivered in mediumship readings that have come true for the sitter. Example 1. A grandfather in spirit came through and asked me to congratulate his son for changing his address. So I say to the sitter, I know that you're going to move. Your grandfather is congratulating you on this big, momentous occasion, this transition that you're making. Can you take that? The sitter says, no. I say, okay, your grandfather is saying that you're going to move, you're thinking about moving, that this is possibly an imminent event in your life, this move, a change of address. You're filling out paperwork to change your address. And he says, no. He didn't want to take it, and I didn't want to push, because my job is only to deliver the information. 1 month later, I learned that the grandson was moving to a different city about 150 miles from his original residence. So that is an example of prescient information coming through in a mediumship reading. Spirit asking me to deliver information that pertains to the future that the sitter doesn't yet know about. But what's really interesting is while the information came through, I knew that it was in the future. There was no way for me to convince the sitter that it was coming, and I wasn't going to push. All right, example number 2. A grandmother came through in a reading and asked me to talk to her granddaughter about her career. Grandmother said that she would move into an area of specialization in her career in which she would be able to help others in a way that she learned to help herself. So something she was going to experience health-wise was going to be challenging for her, and all of that wisdom and knowledge that she gained from dealing with that challenge, she would be able to help others. Grandmother showed me that she was standing behind her granddaughter and holding her hands over her granddaughter's hands and saying, I'm going to be there with you. I'm going to be there guiding your hands. You're really going to heal other people. At the time, I had no idea I was delivering a premonition. Didn't know that Spirit was giving me information that would help the sitter for something that was going to happen to her later on down the line. It did feel a little bit different, but again, I'm not here to judge the information. I simply deliver what I'm given. In about 6 months after that reading, the sitter came to me to say that she'd recently received a diagnosis for a rare condition and that she felt that this would be something she would go into to specialize in her career so that she could help others. And I said to her, do you remember when your grandmother came in and described all of this? She said, no, I had totally forgotten. So this could be another reason why I just don't think that the future predictions are important, because we run the risk of worrying about something that hasn't happened yet. And luckily in these 2 cases, Spirit found a way for me to deliver the information in a way that the sitter wasn't alarmed, that the sitter wasn't on alert, that they didn't have, anxiety about what was to come, because Spirit is always watching over you. They're there to guide you in the moment, and they're there to make sure that you are able to feel confident, safe, secure, supported, at peace, calm, as you move forward in your journey here. The benefit of Spirit coming through to give you information is because they've already been through the physical journey. They know the ups and downs. They know what is coming for you on the other side. And so they're trying to get you on your highest path so that you can evolve, so that when you get on the other side, you can continue to listen and you've graduated to a certain level where you can really advance your soul. Mediumship is about igniting souls so that we can advance, so that we can evolve in unconditional love. So there you have it. Spirit came through with predictions for the future. Not that exciting, I just don't think that was very exciting for the sitter. Hey, you're going to move. No, I'm not. Hey, you're going to move into this area of specialization. Okay, well, whatever. They don't remember these things, and then it happens. And I think it's important, though, that when it does happen and you're reminded that that information was given to you during your reading, you think, wow, The universe is really out there looking out for me and supporting me, and I feel like this amazing sense of unconditional love. Spirit always has your best interest in mind, and they will speak on issues that are relevant to your current situation. The more you can prepare yourself to come to your mediumship reading open and upbeat, the easier it'll be for me to work with you. Spirit always shows up prepared with what they're going to say, and I show up prepared to deliver it to you. The variable is you. Remember that the important thing about predictions is that you have free will. Neither Spirit nor I will ever tell you what to do. You have the agency to make your own choices, to design your own life. The choices you make can affect the outcome of any prediction that you get, whether from a psychic or a medium. The choices of others can also impact how the prediction unfolds. So not only do you have your free will, but others have their free will. So respect the fabric of spiritual being and follow your intuition no matter what anyone says. Your higher self will never let you down. I hope that was helpful for you. You've been listening to Tea Time with a Medium, brought to you by Angeline Young, broadcasting positive and upbeat insights on life after life. If you'd like to collaborate with us, or if you'd like to hear us cover a topic of interest to you, we'd love to hear from you. Give us a call and leave us a message at 520-789-6248. Whenever you're ready for a spirit connection, visit us at angelineyoung.com. Remember, be yourself, seek the truth, and the path will unfold before you.